Hi guys, today we are going to Banff National Park. We are about to reach the US border, and after we crossed it, we saw the Alberta sign. Alberta is also known as the Wild Rose Country, and a kilometer or so later, there was a rest area where there were a bunch of rock formations, and inside the rest area there was a lots of information and about Alberta, and there was an exhibit about Alberta, and then we also saw a replica of a juvenile dinosaur. I don't remember which one it is. And then we entered Calgary. After we checked in our hotel at Calgary. We went to Banff. We hit the road to Banff. The road to Banff is really scenic and beautiful. And on the way, at the checkpoint, it's like tiny, tiny, cute cottages. And you have to get a park pass. You can go through without a pass. You can go through Banff National Park without a pass, but if you need to see any of the places, you need a park pass. We are going to the park and ride stop, and we from the park and ride we will be able to get on a bus that goes to Lake Louise. The reason why we didn't go to Lake Louise on a car is because we thought that there would be no parking, and it was a lot of rush. There was also a sign there that says avalanches can happen in winter, and then we saw Lake Louise. It was so scenic. The water was so blue, and the mountains behind made it even more scenic. You can get some really nice photos here, and the mountains here are there are millions and millions of years old, and it was a nice sunny day, so you could see the mountains in clarity. You could see the mountains behind, and the water was so clear, like it was like a light blue turquoise, and there were people who were kayaking and canoeing. You can get a kayak or a canoe here, and you can paddle it around and then go around Lake Louise with it. And by the way, Lake Louise is a glacial lake, and you can get so many nice photos here, like this one. And everything just looks really phantasmagorical. Um, you can also get private boats, as you see that one over there. That looks like a floaty, but you also get private boats and swim around if I think you need some kind of license or something. But so there's pieces of information written here, and the forests here, the pines are so tall, like it's at least 10 feet tall. And then it says here that Lake Louise is a glacial lake. It freezes in winter, and it becomes a really nice skating rink, but you have to use it on your own risk. And the water here is so cold. We wet our feet, and we just had stared at Lake Louise and admired its beauty. And it looks really something out of a dream. Sun was about to set, but we had to go, but we could have seen the sunset. And when we were wetting our feet in the water, a few people in a kayak got stuck at the rock, so we helped them out, and then they went. The next morning, we went on our way to the Banff gondola. So while we're on this to the city of Banff, and Banff is in Banff National Park. So while we drive to Banff, let me tell you a little bit about Banff National Park. So Banff National Park is Canada's oldest national park, and it was established in 1885 as Rocky Mountains Park. It's located in the Rocky Mountains, and it's uh, about 140 kilometers away from Calgary, which is which is to the east, and is about 6,600 square kilometers, and 94% of that is just wilderness. To the north, it's Jasper National Park, and connecting the two parks is the Icefields Parkway, which branches off from the Lake Louise. So Jasper National Park is to the north. Yoho National Park is to the west, and Kootenay National Park is to the south, and the Kananaskis country to the southeast. The main commercial center of the park was the city of Banff in the Bow River Valley. It's home to Moraine Lake. We didn't go there because it's too late yesterday, and the Valley of the Ten Peaks. The nearest town outside Banff National Park is Canmore. And so while we're on the way to Banff, there's such a nice tree. The trees are so tall here. The trees can go up to 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet. There are buses that come to Banff, and there's this mansion here, or castle, that looks like it used to belong to someone, or the royals used to stay there. From here, there's a roundabout that goes around it, and from there's the road that goes to Banff Gondola. At the Banff Gondola upper bottom, there was the gift shop, and the lower terminal, and there were these bear bobbleheads, and you can get tickets here, but we pre-booked the tickets. And there's a lower terminal and there's an upper terminal all the way up there. And there at the upper terminal, there's a boardwalk that goes up this Sulphur Mountain into the abandoned weather station, which is now used as an astronomical cosmic ray station. They'll be calling us by the times on our tickets, and then there are a bunch of employees that stop the gondolas and let you in and then let go. And while we were on the way up, it was pretty fast at the beginning, and then it slowed down, and then it was kind of shaky, and I liked it a lot. The view was pretty nice. You can see you soaring up, and we will be traveling almost 7,000 feet high. That's a long way, to be honest. So from there was a boardwalk, like I said before, and you can see Sulphur Mountain and Mount Rundle, and Sanson's Peak, which is another few mountains. After we exit the gondola, there were three screens that said, "Welcome to the mountaintop. You are 7,468 feet above sea level." Wow, that's cool. From the boardwalk, there are a bunch of observatory microscope kind of things where you can view what's down there. Then there's this bear that's made of a bunch of mirrors. It looks pretty nice. This is the Sulphur Mountain Boardwalk. Along this, there are so many there's a large diversity of trees, animals, and stuff. On the way, we saw a blue jay, a gray jay, and I think we saw a cardinal. There are two ways to get up to this upper terminal. The first way is the way we came through the Banff gondola. The second way is a hike a trail that goes all the way up to upper terminal. This trail is very strenuous, but I think there's so many hairpins, so it makes it very long too. There are red chairs here where you can sit in. They're pretty beautiful chairs. Uh, you can sit here and view the peaks. When we were walking down the boardwalk, we noticed something unusual. A group of pine trees were facing the other way. I've read that this happens after a landslide happens or when that landslide is happening. On the way, we saw bighorn sheep. The one with the curved horns are male, and the one with just normal horns are female. On the second floor of the upper terminal, there's an exhibit, and on the third floor, there's a gift shop and a nice restaurant. On the fourth floor, there is a uh, a upper deck where there's the mirror bear, and on the side of the first floor, there is the way to go back down. There's a board here that says 1902 that there was a lot of glaciers, but the glaciers melted and the sea levels rised. The trees are right now preparing for fall because it's almost winter, and you can see the family of bighorn sheep coming this way. And there's a father, a mother, and two brother sisters, I think. On the way back, we saw an awesome like a closed area with a bunch of animals displayed. There are bobcats, grizzly bears, etc. On the outside of the first floor, on the lower deck, there's a outer restaurant, and you can buy stuff and sit there. There's also these comfy seats, and these comfy seats are cushioned, and they're like the red ones that we saw on the boardwalk. The upper terminal is pretty nice. The lower terminal has a big gift shop. That is, and you could see how long the boardwalk is when you look at the way up Sanson's Peak. And now we are planning to go back to the gondola. So we got in, we came down. The ride down was pretty fast, and I felt kind of dizzy the way down because you're going down so fast. But at the end, once we reached the lower terminal, we got our car and we left. We were on our way to We were on our way to Golden, and Golden to visit the Golden Sky Bridge. I was really excited because I've heard there's like a big roller coaster and a big swing, but we'll see the Golden Sky Bridge in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and bye.